guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dana. Thanks again for watching. Today we've got a sunscreen review. I've been doing lots of reviews on sunscreens lately. I mean, that is like my channel. But I found this one to be super exciting. I am excited to share it with you and show you what it looks like, talk about all the specs, get into it. So if you're new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. Let's get into this review of the new Dune, what is it called? Mug Guard. Okay, so as I always do, I will zoom you in, I will put it on my face. I have got my little quarter teaspoon. One day maybe I'll get a new fancy one. This is just what I got when I graduated from college, like my first apartment. So if you've seen it before, well, yes, you have. So let's put it on my face and I'll talk through all the specs, okay? So this comes in this plastic packaging. You actually get 2.2 fluid ounces. It's pretty conveniently sized. Like this is the size of my hand, so it's great for travel. But I'm gonna put it in the quarter teaspoon, apply it to my face, and I will tell you all about it. So this is the Dune Mug Guard. It retails for $27.95 and it is SPF 30. Like I said before, it comes in a pretty substantial amount. This is 67 milliliters or 2.2 fluid ounces. It's an invisible gel SPF and is water resistant for 40 minutes. It also says it has 72-hour hydration, and then as far as the active ingredients in it, we have 2% avobenzone, 2% homosalate, 4.5% octosalate, and 4% octoprilene. We also have quite a number of extracts in it, like hibiscus extract, neem leaf and flower extract, vitamin E, bisabolol, and ginger extract, and knotgrass. The one thing that I don't like about it, and I will get into this, is that it says that it is non-toxic and clean chemical. So those are words that you will hear kind of these days in the clean beauty space. It doesn't mean much to me because these are filters that have been around forever. I would say when I'm looking at avobenzone, homosalate, octosalate, and octoprilene, there's nothing clean about that. I mean, there's nothing dirty either, but these are not filters that I would necessarily like tout as clean. It's just a marketing gimmick. And if that's something that gets you, I would just consider like knowing that. And it's not that these are bad at all. They're really good filters. That's just a ploy to get you to buy it though. So don't necessarily think of it as like a clean chemical sunscreen. It's just a normal chemical sunscreen. But that said, it doesn't mean it's bad at all either. So let's talk about the look of it. It does go on invisibly. You can see that I have like a nice little glow. It's not too bad. We are under the lights, but when I'm looking at myself in just a regular mirror in a natural light, I do have a little bit of a glow. That said, this glow does not last super long. It's not something that I'm gonna sit and like look at myself in the mirror all day and be like, oh my God, I'm so glowy. It's just a nice kind of normal glow. And under makeup, it wears beautifully. If you're gonna wear anything over it, it does layer, it doesn't pill on me, it doesn't sting my eyes. The only thing that I will say is sometimes when you're putting maybe the amount that I put on, which is a quarter teaspoon, which feels like a lot sometimes, you do get this like little bit of like a white residue. It doesn't last at all and you just blend it out. But it is something to keep in mind because when I have tried other invisible sunscreens, there's absolutely nothing. It's not something that I don't like. I just like, when I see it, I think about it and I tell you guys. But those are kind of the main specs of it. I think this is one of those sunscreens that's gonna be really good for active people. I don't necessarily think that this is gonna be the sunscreen that I reach for every single day, just because it is SPF 30. So that kind of is a detractor if you are out maybe playing like beach volleyball for hours and hours. It's something that you could wear because it is waterproof or water resistant, but I would say reapply it. I wish they just made this an SPF 50 because then I think it would be pretty close to perfect. And that's really like kind of the one drawback for me. In terms of who and like what types of skin it would be good for, I think this would be great for most skin types. If you are drier skin, I would say just layer it over top of moisturizer, your normal like skincare routine, and make sure you do get that moisture in beforehand because this is not gonna necessarily provide you with moisture. It might help keep the moisture in, but it's not gonna give it to you. If you are normal skin, this is gonna be great. You can see I have a nice little glow. It's gonna be something that I don't necessarily need to put moisturizers on top or underneath. And then for oily skin people, I think this could actually work for you as well if you do want that glow. And I say that because it doesn't feel necessarily greasy. It feels a little tacky, which could be good if you're gonna wear makeup. It could really double as a primer. But you will probably need to powder. You will need to do something else on top of it. So it's not gonna give you a matte look, but if you want something kind of to give you that glowy look on top of what you already have, it could be good. I think though, I'm gonna say that it's probably better for dry to normal skin. If you're looking for a matte sunscreen, there are other ones out there and this might just not be the best. So those are kind of my thoughts. I don't really have a lot more to say. I think it's a pretty standard sunscreen. The price is $27.95, so it's in that mid-price range. I think you can find ones that are cheaper, but when I think of the invisible sunscreens that are out there that I've been loving, it's not the top of my list, but it's also not the bottom, and it is more affordable. So I think one day I'm gonna do another roundup of all the invisible sunscreens because I keep finding more and more. But at the moment, the one that I've been loving the absolute most is surprisingly, the Starface Clear as Day. And that one is really affordable as well. I think it's a little bit lower, like $23, but you can find it at Target. And then the Super Goop, which is gonna be more expensive. So those are my two kind of top ones at the moment. But I would say that this kind of falls into the middle range of invisible sunscreens. So I will do that video. I'll do a roundup one of these days. But if you do like this video, consider subscribing and liking, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.